good morning, everyone. It's a bright new day, and we are happy to be here as usual, 7:30. Sorry about the 1 minute that has passed. Sometimes we've got no control, but we are happy to be here. I'd just like you to tag someone, to tell someone that it's 7:30. Can we move? Can we go? Share, with someone you would like to know about identifying opportunities, and let's just get going. Tag someone, greet someone, tell them the world is moving, and let's get going. So today is our second appearance. For those ones that are joining us for the very first time, my name is Dr. Sunshine or Sylvia Bimwansa, whichever pleases you, but my stage name is always Sunshine because I try to bring some sunshine around our homes, around our families, and just around, personal energy. This morning, I really did try to say, what is it that I am going to share with you, today, as regards to the things that we do in our lives. And I thought of sharing just, our sliced coaching from the things that I did experience this last week, and I have had amazing time and have socialized the social and cultural spoke of the wheel of life. I have done some mental and education, like on Saturday and Monday. And I also did some family and home activities, wishing people happy birthday and just taking an opportunity to just call someone, to say you care about them, you love them. And some did even take an opportunity and just came over and we had some nice time on a Sunday. So we come here on this platform every single day for the last 2 years, 8 months. On Mondays, we come with Red Water. On Tuesday, we come with, yours truly. On Wednesday, it's an open day where we identify the things that we can share with you, and those people that are able to share something on, on their businesses or on their personal journeys, they can come and share on the Wednesday. On Thursday, we've got our own Dr. Nelly Kangwa, who comes with so much passion and energy. I even identified it when we, on Monday when I was at the breakfast lunch with Namuchana. And on Friday, it's our healthy tips. And for those that are Catholics, this, Lent, we are just socializing. For me, I am saying, what am I going to give up so that I can direct my prayers to, so that God can help me. And this is why it's an opportunity for you to do anything that you want to do. And this is how come today's topic is, we've got this mindset change program, which is so huge, and it touches every day and everyone at any given time. So we have taken out small bits and pieces that we're going to be sharing, so that you don't get bored or you don't get, or mindset change is so huge, we've paid enough. So we are bringing you this sliced coaching so that we can just all be very happy about what we do on a daily basis. So our topic for today is just how to identify opportunities, or what do you do with the opportunities that come, your way. I just tap down there and say, I would be taking opportunities. I will be identifying opportunities. I remember, when you land on Batambo Airport and you're going to the Gout train, there is a big, write up on the wall, which actually says, it's like they are telling you that you've arrived in this. There are so many opportunities. So they say opportunities come to those who dare to attack. So I said, oh wow, because of so much noise that goes on when you arrive in Joburg. But then there are also these opportunities. How can we take them on? So today, I just want to share about opportunities. So how do you identify opportunities? what are opportunities? Opportunities can be defined as a favorable or advantageous circumstances or situations that presents itself to an individual or organization. It is a chance or opening, opening that allows you for the possibilities of achieving a desired outcome or a smarter goal or success. And everyone is looking for success at any given time. Everyone is looking for success. So how do you look for these successes? So opportunities can arise from various sources, such as personal connections, professional networks, market trends, technological advancements, or unexpected events. Unexpected events, a lot of us actually, whenever an opportunity comes, there's always an excuse that is attached to it. Like for us, for Tuesdays. Tuesdays is our training day. We start on Tuesday, Wednesday, and people, finish the workbook on Thursdays, and then they start to practice in the success planner. But you find out that you've got maybe 15 people, 10 people that would have signed up. The day of the event, or a day before, that's when you start having these excuses, or something has happened, or this has happened, and you just say, oh wow. It just shows that people don't document their events, or people tend to disregard the noises that are coming. But when the day comes, then they have got no choice but to just sign up on something. So opportunities then elude you, or elude that institution that would have come. So opportunities often require individuals to identify and seize them. Identify and seize them, as they may not always be readily apparent. When you seize the opportunities, I remember when young Oswald was sharing about how adults sometimes don't pay attention to things, and then at the end of the day, they feel jealous. He says, why adults are jealous is because they forget to seize the opportunities. So this is why I actually chose this particular topic to say, as we are in the first quarter, do you have opportunities that are there? And what are you doing if you're not going to seize them? For us, we've got actually a very big opportunity that has come, on our plate, where we are training people in mindset change so that they can deliver it, so they can be part of the propagation of the values and principles that the Office of the Vice President, Department of National Guidance and Religious Affairs want to propagate to its citizens. So there's a huge opportunity, which we are calling for those people that, because you cannot deliver something that you don't know. So first, you train on the mindset change, you invest in it, and then you also, if you are that person who is probably a teacher, who facilitates, who is a coach, it's easy for you, especially teachers and those that already do coaching and facilitation. For them, it's a natural. So all they need to know is know the program, and then they can do a trainer of trainers on the people that are coming, to train on MCP, which is mindset change process. They train on them, and they'll be able to actually deliver it. But you need to practice. So this is why every Tuesday we are starting a class. Today we've got one. Next week we've got another one. And take the opportunity now, because maybe 1 month after this quarter, once we launch the curriculum with Teveta, then we are going to not be available on the ground. We are going to be available, in the institutions, available, in the provinces, available. So this is the time that we can be able to call you and join us, so that you can be able to be part of the change that you want to see. Because every human being, every leader at the highest, in fact, the president has almost like it's a command that you people, we need to change mindset so that we can move forward. So this is the reason why we are saying, let's seize the opportunities while they are there, And for us at the SBM, in fact, it's now a training institute. We are so passionate about what we do, and we just want to share with you the great things that are coming ahead of us, so that you do not, you are not left behind. So seize the opportunities, seize them, as they may not always be readily available, in the near future. They can come in the form of new career prospects. They can come into business partnerships. Like for us, we are big on partnerships, on signing MOUs or MOAs with those people that are willing to be part of us. Create ventures, um, educational advancement, or personal development avenues. So these are all opportunities that you can get. Recognizing and capitalizing on opportunities can lead to growth, and this is just so amazing. When you capitalize on opportunities, it leads to growth. Leads to progress and positive outcomes in various aspects of life, including career, personal aspirations, financial gains, and overall success. And sometimes people fail to meet the opportunities because they do not want to invest. They think, why should I pay for this? If somebody wants me, then they should be able to pay for me. No, networking and investing in opportunities is expensive. You just have to take it if you're looking for a bigger picture. If you're looking for that day that you can say you have ticked, something, you really have to invest in it. We all invest for us to see the successes that we have. We have been investing. So I did really attend, a lot of events last week, but I'm going to just make you, lead you in one of the things that I really enjoyed on Monday and Saturday. So learning from leadership principles, networking provides opportunities for individuals to learn from leaders and professionals who have excelled in their fields. you know, and you cannot find them, you cannot find them where you're seated. Nowadays, you can find them on social media, but it is not the same as if you have attended an event. So look out for events, subscribe to them, and be able to learn something from them. So this event that I attended on Saturday, which was the Diplomatic Club Masquerade Charity Ball in favor of the Kayula Childhood Cancer Foundation, and the breakfast meeting. When we took pictures, when we arrived at Intercontinental, we took pictures. We sent it into the family because I knew that our grandchildren would be like, "Wow, you're wearing a mask on your face." And they did pass comments. I even received a voice note from my 7-year-old granddaughter, baby Jackie, and says, "Grandma, I have seen you. You're wearing a mask." And just that voice note, it really made me so happy that I did even socialize the family and home activity inside an event where I was actually getting volunteering, as a board member for the Kayula Childhood Cancer Foundation. The other one was the breakfast meeting I attended yesterday, which allowed me, as an individual, to gain insights from influential speakers like Martin Kalungubanda, who was the main speaker together with his wife. It was so amazing. And I just loved it. I haven't seen them for a long time. So I just said, oh my goodness, this is just a great opportunity. And it was inspirational. I had invested in a relationship a while back with the organizer, Namchana Msiwa, of Career Prospects. A flyer was sent in a leaders group, for females where I belong. And I said, at first I just said, oh my goodness, it is 1,000 kwacha. I'm not going to be able to, to get there because I've been spending, the renovations and everything else. But I really felt like I should be there. So I saw an opportunity, and guess what? I asked for a favor, and it was granted. I had a choice to just shrug my shoulder and say, oh, well, I can't afford it, so I'm not going. I went an extra mile and made an effort to connect with Namuchana. Did you hear what I said? I made an effort to connect with Namuchana to say, how can I get there? I need to see Martin. I need to be able to just interact with him because he did look after me when I was in the UK. We resonated, and we were going to do great things if all went according to plan. But you have to make sure that once someone has given you a favor, there's always a day that you should be able to return it. So I said, oh, they worked so hard with the wife to make me, feel comfortable, to introduce me to the people that I needed to see in the UK. And it was just so fantastic. So I said, I couldn't miss this. And so I went. I was so happy I went. And I got inspired by their leadership principles that they shared. And I'll just say, this sharing is dedicated to him. And, I am, delivering this with, because as coaches, we have to acknowledge that this information is coming from someone, and I learned it. And I said this could be the perfect sliced coaching for today. So I will share the takeaways, which was done by Martin Kalumbanda and his wife, the words as I understood them. Obviously, I was taking notes in my success planner. I always travel with it so that I can take notes. If I did not take notes, I was not going to remember what I was going to share with you today. So it's very, very important, even where you're seated, it's always good to take notes. With our StreamYard, at least you can go and share, and you can rewatch and so on. But when you've got an opportunity to network, when you've got an opportunity to attend an event, take notes. For me, even in church, I do take notes. So this is one trait probably I can share with you, that it is good to take notes. It is good to take notes. Just type in the chat box, they're going to be taking notes. Because once you take notes, you return and you've got something to refer to. So I was really blown away. So these takeaways from the breakfast meeting highlighted important aspects of leadership that can contribute to success and positive impact. The first thing that I learned was the capacity to share credit. Oh, I was like, wow. We always, like what Rev says, when you're facilitating, you always facilitate similar things. But when you listen to other people, it sits very well. So the capacity to share credit, I've always said, make your boss look good. I've always said, for you to get promoted, you need to have to share credit with your team, to leave space for them as you are looking for your next opportunity. So this emphasizes the importance of recognizing and acknowledging the contributions of others. I was like, wow. When you don't acknowledge the contribution of others, you are not really up to date. You are the one that says, oh, I'm working for them, I've worked for them so much, and then there's nothing. You are not recognizing the fact that the people's contributions or your contributions to others are really imperative. So by giving credit to your colleagues and empowering them to shine, you foster a collaborative and supportive work environment. This I really got, and I said I'm going to share that. So it is the capacity to share credit. Capacity to share credit. Maybe you can write it down so that we can come and see that you are listening and you are following. So the other one was the ability to live and thrive with paradoxes. I was like, wow. Leadership often, involves dealing with complex and contradictory situations. Being able to navigate and find solutions in such situations requires a mindset that embraces ambiguity, flexibility, and the ability to balance opposing ideas or perspectives. We always are being opposed in one way or the other of the things that we do. But if you are big at making sure that what you are doing is the ability to live and thrive with paradoxes, you'll be able to shine, with others, and even those ones that are really not, so good to embrace. So the other one is seeing humanity in everyone. I think this resonates to me, where I've always my tag, my hashtag on my status for the last maybe 30 years or so, when we started to be online, and it's always there's enough for everyone. So seeing humanity in every person. This takeaway highlights the value of treating everyone with dignity and respect, regardless of their background or positions. Seeing the inherent worth and potential in every individual creates an inclusive and compassionate leadership approach. What Martin shared was the humility of um, the late President Mandela. He was calling him Madiba with so much passion because he actually interacted with him. So seeing that, if you want to see you want to hear the details, you have to sign up to one of his courses, or join, the next career prospects event. You'll be able to hear so much out of this. Today, I'm just giving you my takeaways. The other one is courage to speak truth to power. This actually, wow, it made me think that people who speak the truth, most times they are not welcome. They are like something is bad is going to happen when you speak truth to power. Leaders should have the courage to express their opinions and stand up for what is right, even when it challenges those in positions of authority. Speaking with truth to power demonstrates integrity and commitment to ethical leadership. Again, he gave a very big example of how Madiba found himself in Libya, and spoke the truth about those people, because Libya had sanctions, and everything that was pointing to to anyone flying. There was no fly zone into Libya. It was a very interesting topic that he really told us, but just know that there is a big thing behind that story. And these are the stories that you can be able to get when you join events. These are great opportunities. For those that want to hear the stories, you have to sign up. The other one was listening from the gap. This also sits well with leaders who listen from the gap. Effective leadership involves active listening and understanding the needs and perspectives of others. Listening from the gap implies focusing not only on the words being spoken, but also on the identifying, or underlying emotions, intentions, and unspoken messages. This is why even when we say come to class, we are saying we want to see your body language. We want to see the unspoken messages. We want to see your intentions. We want to watch how your emotions are coming out when you erase something, when you impact on something. How do you resonate? Because those feelings cannot be really fully seen on the online. And these are some of the things that we pride ourselves at the Mindset Change program. That when somebody's sitting in front of you and saying the things that they're good at, saying the things that they would like to change, and they start to actually implement the things that they want, it is such an amazing thing. So they listen from their own gap. When you listen even from your own gap, there's progress. So the other lesson, the other takeaway that I got was knowing when to quit. Recognizing when it is time to step aside and allow for succession is a sign of strategic leadership. Developing and empowering potential successors can ensure a smooth transition and continuity in leadership. Okay, this really made me think, that sometimes why as companies or leadership, we find it very difficult for people to succeed as is because we don't engage our successors. And again, he shared a very passionate story about how Madiba started to give President Mbeki chance to chair cabinet even before he retired, even before his time was up. He was ready. He knew that he only had not such a long time to live or to lead. His age could not allow him probably to continue. So he started to get the people that were going to succeed them. So for me, as we practice, for us, we are very big about learning on retirement preparedness, succession planning. So this really started so well for me. And I really said, oh my goodness, this is so good. Knowing when to quit. We are not always, we're not going to be there forever. And for us, it has already happened in our institution where, our son just said, go and follow your passion, go and be teaching your mindset change. Here you are retiring. We are going to take over and start to do things. And it is such a good feeling. Even if sometimes you want to hang on, you can lead from behind and you can help them to succeed. So knowing when to quit is so critical. The other takeaway was open-heartedness to, inverted commas, enemies. Open-heartedness to enemies. This highlights the importance of embracing empathy and compassion, even towards those who may seem to be, adversaries. By approaching conflicts with an open heart, leaders can foster understanding, dialogue, and even a reconciliation. This, if you have watched the movie Evictus, this was one of the open-heartedness to enemies that really, sat well with with a lot of people. The way they celebrated this, the rugby win for South Africa, the Springbok, how they just felt so together as one South Africa. So these things are really sometimes, good to have an open-heartedness to enemies, because especially when you're coming from the same country, the same family, the same business, the same company, the same organization. You belong to the same organization, these charitable organizations that we belong to. Let's have open-heartedness to our enemies, because it is going to have such a big impact on the things that we do. So these takeaways provide valuable insights into leadership, into the leadership that that provide value and behaviors that can inspire individuals to become more effective, compassionate, and influential leaders in their own spheres of influence. So it was really such a great thing. I have gotten more notes. Maybe next week I'll be able to share about what he talked about, the warrior leadership, what he talked about, the mental leadership, what he talked about, the servant leadership. Maybe in our next sliced coaching, we are going to share that. But I just want you to know that once you attend these events, you are good at seeking or getting those opportunities that would come, whether it's an event for charity, like the Saturday event that we had, where we had the diplomatic club. And I thought that diplomatic club, they are helped by their countries when they go to donate things, when they visit Kayula Childhood Cancer Foundation. It is just their passion. It is just the thing that they want to do as an individual who is in diplomatic service. So they come together. I learned they pay membership fees. I learned that they want to give, but they don't. They want to give through innovation by putting up events such as the Masquerade Ball, where we participated. For me, it was such a great thing. And it just started by being invited to an event. I was invited to an event, with the Turkish ambassador. We go to their events, their national days, and just recognizing, I was the first person to have gotten a visa, when the Turkish embassy established in Zambia. So I go to Turkey lots of times, so I get to meet on the events that come to on that Zambian Turkish Business Forum. When I was the vice president of the Zambia Chambers of Commerce and Industry, I had opportunities to interact with leadership in the Chambers of Commerce of Turkey. So my name is there. So I also took one time to invite her to the things that I do, and I invited her to one of the fundraisers for Kayula Childhood Cancer Foundation. And from there, that's where she saw that there are these great things that we could be able to do. We could be able to do together. And she went and told the story to her colleagues in the diplomatic club. And there we were, 1 year later, we were having an event of such magnitude. It was a big magnitude. It was a really big event. Whereas if it was for us at KCCF, who would have organized that, maybe would have had, filled one table, or we wouldn't even have gone to Intercontinental Hotel for that matter. So when you identify opportunities and use them correctly, you will be able to achieve some of the successes that you want to achieve. But it is not just going to come. Opportunities come to those who dare to attack. What are you doing with your networks? How are you socializing yourself? What is it that you can do to make sure that the opportunities you can get out of the people that you interact with? You might have so many people, but if you don't pick up the gaps, if you don't lead from the gaps, you're not going to help yourself. So lead from your own gap. What is it that you want? Where can you find it? That is your opportunity that you can get. So that's what I had for you on the sliced coaching, courtesy of the events that I've attended, and they socialized my social and cultural scope of wheel of life. They did my mentor and education, and I'm able to duplicate myself to you today with that, what I captured in the environment. It's a mindset change thing where you actually put yourself and say, oh, here is an opportunity. And you want to be stuck with all these things that we talk about. I don't have money. I can't afford anything. You can afford. Be strategic. Go to the networks. What is it that you can offer? You can offer to call people. You can offer to come and make tea, or just be an observer and do what is it that I can be able to interact with that can give me an opportunity to enter in there. Even at the mindset change classes, we actually have observers who turn out to be great ambassadors for the program. They are an observer. They've come because they want to be in there, but probably maybe they're not ready to join the class, but they come. And they just go out there and get 10 people, then they can come and train, because they would have already worked for their training. So there are opportunities everywhere. Seize them. And I wish you a very good morning today. Thank you. I'm going right to class this morning.